The votes have been tallied, and the countdown starts now. Number 5, Fiorella in Philadelphia, to meet a legendary pasta maker and his delicate, otherworldly ricotta gnocchi.
I've seen Mark Vetri make pasta, and the amount of detail and love he puts into every single piece of pasta is next level.
For the softest, creamiest pasta pillows, ricotta is key. Gnocchi, as it were.
Ricotta is a little more tender, creamy, softer than potatoes.
They're super simple, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're easy to make.
00 flour, eggs, ricotta. I gotta say ricotta because, you know, I'm English and they're Italian, right?
We're gonna add a little bit of nutmeg, salt. There's no exact, you know, you just figure it out. You don't wanna overmix this. You just really wanna bring it all together. You have to make them to order. It's a little messy, so you wanna kind of round them out.
Mark Vetri's ricotta gnocchi is the kind that you want to take home, put on your bed, and snuggle with.
I would go to sleep on a ricotta pillow any day.
Those little pillows hit the pot, while Chef prepares his signature brown butter sauce.
Just has this incredible flavor. You want that sort of nuttiness.
Chef adds just a little salt before incorporating a selection of seasonal vegetables to the sauce. On tap today, Brussels sprouts.
A little bit of Reggiano cheese on top. There you go.
And the first thing you get is that aroma of the brown butter, just kind of like in your mouth. So you get a little nuttiness, and then you start to get that soft texture of the ricotta, the creaminess.
Fresh.
First, you're amazed at how tender they are, how flavorful they are, how they just melt in your mouth.
There's a lot of chefs that make them, but very few that make them as good as Mark Vetri.
It's like a delightful little morsel, as we say in England.
Mark Vetri's ricotta gnocchi is superb in every sense of the word.
Fighting its way into the Final Four is Res Dora in New York's Flatiron District. A creative and cozy Italian cafe with impossibly high standards.
Res Dora is in a category all its own because it is pasta at the ultimate level. It's where comfort food and fine dining collide.
That culinary collision comes from a kitchen driven by Michelin star chef Stefano Secchi.
What's interesting about Stefano is that he was born in Texas, but every year he would go to Italy. He's showing you the expressions of his travels and really putting his stamp on what he thinks pasta should look like in New York.
His unique stamp and our 4th place ribbon are given to a noodle dish with a most unusual name, Grandma Walking Through Forest in Emilia.
Yeah, that's really the name.
Grandma Walking Through the Forest, it was a joke in the beginning, but it was based on my time in Modena. And this nonna, I'd go and I'd roll tortellini with her, and she would always braise leeks for me. And we would like literally go pick the porcini from like, 5-minute walk from her backyard. And so this is homage to her.
The dish looks simple, but making all the components like Grandma would takes a whole 2 days. The final assembly begins with Stefano's special spinach dough.
We have 9 different doughs we work with at Res Dora, and we have 27 different pasta shapes. But at the same time, we had no beautiful green pasta on the menu. It was one of those things where like, I'm gonna do a green pasta on the menu and it's gonna be Grandma, and then now we can never take it off.
Once the dough is sheeted and sliced, Chef Secchi applies his filling of slow braised leeks and Parmigiano.
I think it's a bold move, but it works so well.
Then comes the championship play. Spritz, to fold number 1, to the press, to fold number 2, and score.
Res Dora pastas are so perfect, they look like they're laser etched.
While the pasta cooks to perfect al dente, Stefano builds a buttery leek sauce from scratch.
Visually, it's so beautiful. It hits all the notes of Grandma Walking Through a Mushroom Forest.
Stefano Secchi, Pasta King. His pastas are chef's kiss, the best.
Much love, Esther, this is for you.
Our number 3 noodle is an Italian treat that takes us to Venice.
We're in Venice, California, not Venice, Italy.
Let's go back to Cali, headed to the West Coast.
Home to a trendy trattoria called Felix. And pasta virtuoso chef Evan Funke.
Chef Evan has changed the pasta game. The absolute craft that it takes, this is the only place I've ever experienced anything like that.
The man's maniacal, methodical, obsessive in all the right ways. Every single one is perfect, like a fingerprint made from the master himself.
The dish dancing its way to number 3 is foglie d'olivo.
It's made with grano arso, which means burnt wheat.
Toasting or burning the grain creates a unique flavor. It also honors Italian peasants who cleverly cooked with leftover scraps of burnt wheat.
He doesn't just make a dish, he goes to the source in Italy and learns how it's made from the townspeople, from the nonas there, before he would ever put it on his own menu.
The grano arso is combined with 2 other flours and just the right amount of water. It's a delicate balance.
Balance is sometimes a moving target, especially with pasta making, because it's directly affected by its immediate environment. I wish you could smell that. It's spectacular.
They say only God can make a tree, but Chef Evan can sure make a leaf.
This has to be handmade, and Evan's hands just have that magic touch.
We're gonna cut on a bias a diamond shape. Now, taking this grandma knife, apply the front edge of the knife, drag back towards yourself, scoop upwards. Open gently, and we have the foglie.
Chef Evan turns his attention to the pesto. He starts with rapini, the Italian green better known stateside as broccoli rabe, blanching the leaves before shocking them in ice water to lock in that vibrant color.
Delicious. I love rapini. Everybody says, toast your pine nuts. Fry your pine nuts. Fry them. It's so much better.
Those fried nuts and all that oil joins the rapini blended with garlic, parmigiano, and pecorino. It's finished on the stove with melted anchovy for saltiness and crushed red pepper for warmth.
We have some pecorino dolce.
Such a pretty dish. It's bright green, has grated breadcrumbs on top, gives it that nice crunch and texture to it as well.
There's the foglie di oliva, pesto cima di rapa.
Securing the silver medal on our Food Network Top 10 Noodle Countdown, Lotus of Siam's Crispy Duck Khao Soy.
The crispy duck khao soy is what dreams are made of.
Khao soy is a northern Thai curry. It's very rich. Think about it like Thai spicy ramen if you've never had khao soy.
James Beard award-winning chef Saipin Chutima begins by crafting her transcendent Thai curry from scratch.
นี่ปลาคือเม็กทำสดๆจากเอิร์บต่างๆนะคะ
It's brought together with coconut milk. Not too much, just enough to make it velvety.
That coconut milk broth, it's just creamy, umami.
That turmeric, that red curry flavor.
Thai curries are perfect sauces.
There's a lot happening in that broth. And for me, a good noodle dish, always gonna be about the broth.
And then they marry it with a crispy duck.
Crispy duck breast, which is the best part of the duck, cooked to perfection at a medium rare.
The dish is topped with onion, cilantro, pickled mustard greens, and your choice of chili oil from anywhere on the spice spectrum.
อันนี้คือออร์แกนิกปลูกเองที่จะทานจะเอาเผ็ด15ก็ได้20ก็ได้ก็เชิญคุณกันแล้วกันไม่ได้พูดเล่น
You must understand that Thai people have a different spice scale than most people.
นี่เผ็ด10 สำลักหรอก
If you eat a 10 in your world, you probably eat like a 2 or a 4 in my world.
นี่คือข้าวซอยเป็ดกินอยู่ที่เดียวที่บัวสยาม
Our number 1 brings us to an Italian eatery where there is no room for secondi place. At Brooklyn hotspot Missy, pasta is the menu's main event.
When it comes to noodles in New York, you can't forget Missy by the legendary Missy Robbins.
Congratulations, you're number 1.
No surprise here that Missy Robbins is #1 on Food Network's top 10. She is a legend amongst pasta makers.
A multiple Michelin-starred chef, Missy's passion for handcrafted pasta comes alive in the restaurant's street-facing pasta room.
I mean, the setup is beautiful. It's almost like a pastry shop. It's a show in itself.
And the pasta at Missy that's striking a chord at #1.
This is hand rolled on a special piece of equipment called the chitarra, which means guitar in Italian. So it kind of looks like guitar strings.
When I look at Missy's menu and I see this chitarra with the braised lamb, I go there in full submission.
I literally think about this anytime I book a trip to New York.
Makes sense. Let's get jamming on some chitarra.
Basically, you take these sheets of pasta that have been rolled out, and what you end up with is a square spaghetti. I think there's something so beautiful about the artistry of making pasta the way it was made 100 years ago, 200 years ago.
With a chitarra complete, attention turns to the sauce.
We're starting with a lamb shoulder. We've taken the meat off the bone, and they're just gonna get roasted. What roasting does, it caramelizes it, and it brings out the flavor when they go in the sauce.
Lamb ragu is generally very sweet, very rich, has a lot of fat.
In a pot of olive oil, seared lamb and those caramelized bones are used to create a sofrito, along with onions, fennel, celery, and garlic.
We try and say like, wow, I've had that before, but I haven't had it quite like this.
A little vino and crushed San Marzano tomatoes join the party, and it's time to simmer down.
It's sweet. There's a vinegar tang to it. It is just like the greatest ragu with the perfect pairing of pasta.
And the spaghetti alla chitarra is perfectly in tune.
Keep it groovy, keep it groovy.
There you have it, the 10 best noodle dishes in America, as chosen and argued about by our Food Network chefs.